Hi, thanks for stopping by to check out our third video in our Growing Up Strong Summer Family series. My name is Melissa and I'm the Prevention Education Officer here at Sheltering Wings. One piece of our prevention education program is to bring you tools to help your kids and families grow in a healthy way. The 40 developmental assets are a great way to begin that effort. Kids who have more developmental assets are less likely to engage in risky behaviors and more likely to engage in thriving behaviors. Our hope is that through this series, you're gaining a way to engage with your kids that helps them build these assets. So today's topic is helping kids cope and create a memorable summer through the asset group of boundaries and expectations. When our family and our kids come up against adversity, it will lead to stress and anxiety, and this year has certainly added a whole new level of stress and anxiety. However, a level of stress is helpful in teaching our kids how to cope. If there are clear boundaries and expectations, this will help them learn what to do in those situations. For example, even if kids are stressed out about something that's happening in their life, it doesn't make it okay to scream, yell, disrespect, throw fits, be disobedient. But it is possible to help our kids manage that stress. And the key is, however that you as a parent are managing your stress, that's how they will respond. You've heard it said from parents that I was yelling at my kid to stop yelling. And when we look at it like this, it can feel a little silly to think, of course they're not going to stop yelling. If I'm yelling at them, I'm showing them that this behavior is acceptable and usable. So how do we help them cope? What do we do so that they learn effective ways to deal with stress and anxiety? Here's a few things. I think we've mentioned in a previous episode that sticking to a schedule or creating a routine will help kids know what to expect and when that is coming. It lowers the amount of stress they might be experiencing if they know what's going to happen next. I have a little one at home, and he always needs to know what's happening next. When is this going to happen? Where are we going? When are we going there? And I think it's just the anticipation of what's coming next in their life. So giving them a schedule, explaining to them when things are going to happen and how they're going to happen is helpful in managing that anxiety of what might be coming next. Managing your own stress well. When kids have an adult to model the positive and responsible behaviors we're looking for, it's more clear of an expectation that we want to see that same behavior from them. That's why yelling at a child to stop yelling doesn't work. They need to see those responsible behaviors of how to deal with stress so that they know what to model. Clear communication of the expectations. We all want our kids to do well and achieve success. If they know that we believe in them and that they are capable of doing well, it will be easier for them to manage when things don't go as they had anticipated, especially if we're there to offer additional help and resources. Being a support system. Kids need to feel supported and feel like they have someone who will listen when needed. That could be a best friend who's a positive influence, a caring neighbor, a family friend. These relationships not only provide them support when they need it, but they help model how to be a support for someone else. How to be a good friend, how to build those relationships, how to have healthy, meaningful boundaries, and celebrate friendship. That support system is key for kids. We know that when kids cope and deal with stress, it makes it much easier to create memories and build bonds that will last over the lifetime. Nobody wants to have this great day planned and then have kids who are melting down in the process of what was supposed to be a fun time for everyone. So helping them build those assets and helping them create opportunity to manage their stress makes those memory-making opportunities much more enjoyable for everyone. Even certain activities can help manage stress and make memories at the same time. Getting outside. Research shows that people who live or spend time in areas with more green space have less stress. Fresh air, nature, hiking, fishing, bug collecting, nature scavenger hunts, and even playing in the rain are great ways to make memories outside and all allow for the body and brain to experience that fresh air and nature. Exercise. Physical activity is an essential stress reliever for people of all ages, not just kids. Exercise gets oxygen to the brain, which helps promote brain plasticity by stimulating the growth of new connections between cells. I know that was kind of sciencey, but it's true. So take a walk, have a dance party, go for a family bike ride, play tag, throw the frisbee or ball, have a hula hoop contest. The memory-making possibilities are endless in this area. Get creative. I can get sciencey for a minute here too, because research has been done that when given supplies to create something, markers, paint, clay, paper, glue, etc., and the time to engage using those materials, it lowers the cortisol in the brain, which cortisol is a stress hormone, and the more we have, the more stressed we are. So if we can do things that lower the cortisol, we lower the stress. Art can be a distraction from stress that we can get completely engaged in doing something, and then it's the opportunity to be creative. Print some pictures. Let your kids make a family collage. When was the last time you used finger paint? I remember finger painting when my kids were little, like 1 and 2 year old toddlers, but giving my teenagers finger paint, they like to take that step back into a memory of something fun and creative for them. Draw, sidewalk chalk art shows for your neighbors. Once again, the possibilities here are endless. It's all in your creativity. Being sure to take the time this summer to make memories that will last a lifetime so that you and your family can look back on this time, this summer of change and uncertainty, and not remember the stress that came from it, but remember the memories that were made in that time. So hopefully this helps in that area, and join us again for another session of our Growing Up Strong series.